12 years ago, Todd Nettleton and his team at Voice of the Martyrs interviewed this lady, Dan Maya, over in southern Nepal. And if you can believe it, she was staying with a pastor and his family in a one-roomed house. Imagine that, one room. It was hot, sweltering heat. It was a tin-roofed house. All they had were plastic chairs inside there. And here's what happened to her that's incredible. 6 years before that meeting, a friend of hers had witnessed to her. By the way, let me stop for just a second. That's why we ought to witness to people, witness to friends, family members, strangers, acquaintances, because you never know when God is working in someone's life and they'll accept the message. Because if this friend witnessed her and she not only received the gospel, but she committed her life to Christ, to following Jesus. That's what we need more of too, is commitment, not just receiving or believing in God or believing the gospel, but committing to following Jesus no matter what comes in your life. And that's what she did. And it's a good thing she did, because she had no idea at that moment, Dan Maya didn't, how much it would cost her. You see, she was in a high caste Hindu family. And moreover, she was married. And her husband was like, don't you dare bring shame on our family. It's big shame culture over there too, especially with the caste system and all that. Anyway, she cared more about following Jesus, though, than anything else. She was tired of trying to please all those thousands of Hindu gods, which are not really gods at all, just demons, masquerading as such. But she wanted to please the one true God, the creator of the heavens and the earth. And so she wouldn't keep it to herself. She got baptized. It lasted longer than her husband thought. And so eventually he just took all of her goods, all of her possessions, threw them out of his house. Imagine one day your spouse just did that to you. Does that to you. Can you imagine how hurt you would be? And to add insult to injury, not only was he like, you're done, you're not staying here anymore, he took another wife. The hurt, especially as a woman, the hurt would just be beyond imagination, tremendous. It took her a while, but with God's help, she forgave him. And even now, she said she prays for him and his new wife. Now that's incredible love. She prays for his new wife too. And when they interviewed her, Todd said that she had the joy of the Lord and the peace of God all over her face. She was smiling. That's what following Christ for real does. And I want to read this to you. They asked her kind of like, hey, what gets you through all this? And here's what she said. Whatever persecution comes, even if I die, I will be alive with Christ in heaven. That hope kept me strong. Kept her strong through it all. And I hope it keeps you strong today. And she left them with this Bible verse. And I want to leave it with you out of Psalm 55. Cast your burdens upon the Lord. Whatever they may be today, cast them upon him. And he will sustain you. The Lord will not permit the righteous to be moved.